Evening of baseball ahead for you guys and gals. Tuning in on Cable 14. The Cardinals victorious Thursday night, victorious again on Friday night, riding a two-game winning streak against the Brantford Red Sox, who unfortunately fell to the London Majors last evening, 11-7, in a tough battle Thursday night to the Welland Jackfish as well. So the Red Sox looking to rebound, and the Redbirds looking to break out their retro jerseys tonight with a victory. As we're going through the player introductions on the field right now, once we get to the anthems, we will take a quick pause and let the anthem singer do her best. Yes, earlier in the afternoon, the Inter-County. Now, and earlier this afternoon in the Inter-County, the Guelph Royals were victorious 5-1 over the Kitchener Panthers. London Majors lost to the Welland Jackfish. And the Barrie Bearcats defeated the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers on Barrie Baycats, Junior Baycats, the afternoon in Barrie. So the Cardinals, with a victory tonight, can reclaim a share of first place. The Red Sox looking for their second win of the season. They already got their first one. Last year, it took them quite some time in the middle of June before they got their first win. We'll pause for the national anthem. A great job once again by our anthem singer, as the Red Sox will come to bat against Colby Ring and the Hamilton Redbirds this evening. Gus Wilson, the IBL Player of the Week, will lead things off for the Brantford Red Sox. Vaishnav Desai is batting second at third base. Matt Fabian, the reigning Rookie of the Year for the Red Sox, is batting third. Nick Burdett is batting fourth. Jordan Lewis is in left field batting fifth. Jarrett Lumpton doing the DHing tonight is batting sixth. Jeremy Avieu doing the catching is batting seventh. Kieran Bowles is batting eighth at second base. And Ethan Paulos is in center field batting ninth for the Red Sox. As Colby Brin gets loose here. Riggs got a 1 2/3 inning pitch so far on the season, 2 appearances. And there's the Mitsubishi Mountain lower third coming across. They're proud sponsors of Cardinal baseball all season long. Great to have them on board.
All right, my friends, we're kicking off game day by getting loud. Hands up in the air right now. Let's go. Come on, let's get loud.
Looks like Ring and the umpire coming out here to look at do some groundskeeping. Ring took a weird tumble off the mound there. Trevor Stoichel behind the plate. Chris Walters at first, and Jeff Rose at third base tonight for the umpires as well. Looks like they're going to get some mound work done here. Ring's just not comfortable here. We might have a slight delay here. Not sure if the mound came loose when Ring was on it and disengaged it, because it looked like it popped out a little bit. Remains to be seen here. Manager Chris Piano coming out as well now to have a look. Yeah, looks like we got a little bit of groundskeeping to do here before we get started. So Gus Wilson, who would lead things off for the Red Sox, had quite the weekend last weekend. 5 hits, a home run. Named the player of the week in the Inter-County. And then Thursday night, he was just continuing off where he left off. He singled home the first run of the ball game against the Jackfish. Now we got a whole mound going on. A lot of people making some concerned opinions here. Not sure if the rubber came loose or what there, but they're definitely looking at that and looking for a rake and a hammer and probably some under clay here to tap this one back down here so we can get this ball game underway. Looks like they managed to fill it in a little bit here, and we'll try to find the rubber the best they can here. But the whole thing is just, trying to make sure the pitchers feel comfortable on the hill and not going to feel like they're going to fall off the back of the mound here. Ring throws that one. Seems like he's okay. He's going to resume his warm-up pitches. Ring gets the start tonight. His first start of the season. Last year he made a couple of great starts against the Maple Leafs and back-to-back Friday night games here on Cable 14. Career-wise, he's got a ERA of 8.07. He's had 15 appearances, 13 are starts, 61 and a third innings pitched so far in his career. 41 walks, 83 hits allowed, and a 3-8 record overall. Of course, last contest he was in, he got a no decision. He pitched two-thirds of an inning against the London Majors on Sunday afternoon last weekend. His other appearance was against the Welland Jackfish this year. Pitched 1 inning, gave up 2 walks, had a strikeout, and faced 5 batters. And I think we're finally ready to go as Trevor Stoico and the rest of the umpire crew are taking their positions here, and Colby Ring looks like he's appearing to be finished up with his warm-ups finally. The defense for the Cardinals, Bergson's left field, Nicholson in center, Banning in right. Niles at third base, Tyler Duncan's at shortstop, Marriott at second base, Luis Bernardo, mostly the catcher, is at first tonight, and Tanner Rempel is behind the dish here with Colby Ring. As we're getting ready for first pitch now, finally, Gus Wilson will come to the plate to get us started. Ring gets the sign from Rempel, and we're underway momentarily. First pitch of the ball game is high for ball 1. First pitch thrown at 7:39 Eastern time. Cardinals' only Saturday night home game of the year that's on the schedule. Shall I say Redbirds for tonight only. This one's lined by past a leaping Duncan, and Gus Wilson starts off the ball game with a single. Desai will be the batter now, as Wilson will lead off first. Nobody away to start the inning. Desai will be followed by Matt Fabian and Nick Burdett in the hole for the Red Sox. Ring's going to have to do a good job of keeping the ball down here and get some ground ball outs. It's not going to overpower a lot of hitters. He's going to get them to work a little harder on the other half. His first offering for Desai is swung on and missed for strike 1. Wilson with a considerable lead at first. Ring will have to keep him close. Throw over to first. That'll be the first disengagement of the at-bat. Charge to Ring. Red Sox come to action 1-5 on the season. They do have a rainout, and that's one swung on and missed by Desai. Ring ahead of the count, 0-2. Do you have a rainout against the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers? That was supposed to be the Barnstormers' first ever game in the intercounty, but unfortunately, they tried just like we did in Hamilton here. They tried to get the game in, and unfortunately, Mother Nature prevailed, and they all got washed out that evening. I think the only game they actually got in was the London game. Swung on and missed. Desai gets down, strikes, throw down, and Ripple throws out Wilson going to second base as well. Strike him out, throw him out, 2 away here in the first inning.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, number 24.
And that'll bring up Matt Fabian, the reigning Rookie of the Year. Expected to be leaving the Red Sox very soon to go try his hand at the Indy League as a member in the Empire League. We wish Matt all the best. Hope he has continued success in the show, as they say. That one's in there for strike one on Fabian. Fabian batted .263 on the year. Of course, last season he finished the year at .406 to take home the Rookie of the Year trophy. Gus Wilson on this team, batting .391 to lead the team. 1-1 offering from Ring on its way. This is high for a ball. Count is 2-1. Fabian working with Rob Butler earlier this week. Of course, he's been working with Rob Butler over the last few years in the offseason and everything else. Butler throwing in batting practice Thursday morning at 7:30 a.m. Then Fabian later that night went 3 for 3 against the Welland Jackfish, reaching base 5 times, got hit by the pitch twice. Through 5 games, he's got 19 at-bats. 4 runs, 5 hits, 4 walks, 2 hit batters. As he takes ball 4 outside, and that's now another walk for Mr. Fabian. That'll bring up Nick Burdett now, the 4-hitter for the Red Sox.
Number 25, Nick Burdett.
Burdett batting .125 on the season. Does have 1 home run and 5 RBIs. He's also walked 6 times. The long-standing veteran of these Red Sox. Fabian with a decent lead over there. 2 arms lengths away from the base for sure. As Ring will look him back before dealing with Burdett at the plate. That one misses outside for ball 1. Great to see Trevor Stoico back behind the home plate here. Of course, last year, if you remember, he was unfortunately fell over due to heat stroke on a Sunday afternoon game here. And apparently had a had a heart attack not so long ago, sometime in April. So great to see him up and mobile and back doing the things he loves. Ring's 1-1 offering on Burdett. Looks in from the sign from Rempel. Looks Fabian back with one eye. 1-1 offering. This is low for a ball. Count 2-1. Jordan Lewis waiting in the wings here. Should Burdett reach to extend this inning? That one comes inside. Ring's now got a 3-1 count on the dangerous Burdett. Burdett's only struck out 3 times so far in the season. Ring would like to make it 4. As he gets him to chase that one and runs the count to full at 3-2. Fabian going on the pitch to the plate. As Burdett will try to put it in play somewhere. Cardinals in a very busy weekend, 4 in 4 days. Those are never fun. This one misses high. Burdett will take the walk. Fabian will go to second. Runners at first and second now for Jordan Lewis with 2 away.
Stepping up to the plate, the left fielder, number 9, Jordan Lewis.
Back-to-back walks by Colby Ring here in the first inning, as Jordan Lewis will come to bat now. Lewis batting .261 on the season. Does have 2 RBIs, no home runs so far. Does have a double. That one's in there for a called strike on Lewis. Start the count at 0-1 in Ring's favor. That one's lined to the shortstop. Duncan up with it. Will go sort of third in time for the out. For the force out to get it inning. Red Sox strand a pair of base runners, but walk away with nothing to show for it in the first inning. Redbirds coming to bat when we come back after a brief pause in the action.
Come on, boys, let's get sticky now.
1 hit with 2 runners left on base, heading to the bottom of the first inning. We are still tied up at 0. Now let's check back in with our good friend Emily.
All right, I think we're getting ready for our Little Caesars pizza race. How we feeling, my road? I need one lucky person over here.
Sometimes the littlest things can make the biggest difference. Like nature brightening your day. Bring nature to your backyard with Armstrong Bird Food. Feeding Cardinals since 1986.
Pizza box right here. Now remember the rules. I need everyone's hands out like we are being waiters, and waiters is beautiful. Keep those elbows in. We're
Bottom of the first inning here on Hamilton Redbirds baseball on Cable 14. I'm Neil Shrewaspa. Thank you so much for joining us on your Saturday night. Scoreless after a half an inning. The Red Sox did strand 2 runners.
All right, we're doing it for the Hamilton.
The Redbirds lineup tonight. Leading off is Brandon Nicholson. Danny Berg is in the left field batting second. Tyler Duncan is batting third at shortstop. Luis Bernardo takes the night off from catching, but he's at first base tonight. He's batting fourth. Dennis DeBanning is batting fifth. Zach Merritt is batting sixth at second base. Hannah Rempel is doing the catching tonight, giving the break from first base tonight. Josh Niles is batting eighth at third base. And Keeler Loveridge is batting ninth in the DH spot. Jeremiah Sucre on the hill for these Brantford Red Sox. Sucre has pitched pretty well so far this season. 5 innings pitched. He's allowed just 6 hits, 4 runs, all 4 earned. A 7.20 ERA, but that will come down as he gets a couple more innings. And he does have the lone win for the Red Sox this year. Of course, you got the start last Sunday against the Kitchener Panthers. Red Sox victorious at Jack Couch Park with a resounding victory. Sucre, no stranger to these parts as well. Last night, the Cardinals put up 15 runs and just were having their way with the Maple Leafs, but the Maple Leafs, to their credit, stormed back and made a ball game of it. At one point, they cut the lead to 3 before the Cardinals put the nail in the coffin, as they say, scoring a few more runs. 3 was their magic number last night. They scored 3 runs 5 times in the contest. Nicholson will lead things off here. Apologies if you're following along on Point Streak, trying to watch it on your desktop app. It's apparently still got some server issues, but it is working on the mobile from what we're told. The league is aware of it, as is Point Streak, and their technicians are working on it. Sucre's second offering misses low for a ball, evens the count at 1-1 on Brandon Nicholson. That one's in there for a call strike, says Trevor Stoico. Nicholson and the fans did not like that one. The count runs to 1-2. That one is long, hit to the shortstop. Wilson up with it, but Nicholson will beat that one up for the infield single. And leadoff man's aboard for the Cardinals. If you know the story about Brandon Nicholson, you know he's not going to be standing at first base for too long, as Danny Berg will come to the plate now. Berg out of the lineup yesterday because he was coaching another team. Great to see him give him back. Berg comes in batting .409 on the year. Nicholson way with a huge lead here as that one gets away inside. Jeremy Veilleux does a great job of stopping that one to keep Nicholson at first base. Berg batting .409, 7 runs scored, 9 hits so far. Just the 1 RBI, but he's walked 8 times as well, so he's finding ways to be a contributor at the plate even though he's not doing it with the bat. This one gets away from Burdette, and Nicholson on his horse. He's not stopping at second. He's going all the way to third. He might even come home here. He is getting the wave. The throw to the plate is going to be up the line, and he is safe at home. He just beat the tag as Jeremy Veilleux tried to dive and get him. 1-0 Cardinals leading on that. Unfortunate error by Jeremiah Sucre. Burdette was unable to get that ball. And it caromed up the fence and took off into the bullpen. A 3-base error. Let's Nicholson come home to score. 1-0 Redbirds. I'm going to say Cardinals a million times tonight. I just know it. Danny Berg now, has a ball 1 count on him, and nobody aboard. 1-0 Redbirds. Berg takes that one in there for a ball 2. 2-0 is the count. That one misses again, and it's 3-0. I think we're going to have to see some serious mound maintenance down on this park at some point this week because it looks like the mound is coming disengaged again. That one is called a strike. Berg was taking all the way at 3-0. This one's fouled away by Berg. Now to run the count to full at 3-2. Nobody away here in the Redbirds' home half of the first inning. Tyler Duncan and Luis Bernardo waiting on deck. The deck and the hole, respectively. That one misses inside, and Berg has himself a no-out walk, the second base runner of the evening for the Redbirds.
Shortstop number 5, Tyler Duncan.
Duncan will bat now. Last night he had just typical Tyler Duncan night. 2 RBIs, a sac fly, 2 singles, and a run scored. 6 RBIs on the week already for Duncan as he gets a hold of this one deep to right field, and well, you can wave that one goodbye. A 2-run blast for Tyler Duncan, and the Redbirds lead this one 3-0. Tyler Duncan got that one in his wheelhouse and did not miss. 3-0 Redbirds here in the first. As you hear the chants of MVP once again for Tyler Duncan. Sucre got that pitch up a little too high in the wheelhouse, and Duncan deposited it clearly over the KFC sign in right field. And now Luis Bernardo will come to bat. Still nobody away. Redbirds up 3-0. Bernardo watches ball 1 high here. Sucre may be called upon to weather the storm a little bit. The Red Sox in the same position as the Cardinals, 4 games in 4 days. That one is taken in there for a strike, and I believe the count is 1-1. That one is fouled away for a strike, and the count is 1-2 on Bernardo. Still nobody away here in the Cardinals' first inning. Luis Bernardo came into action batting .419 to lead this team. 1 home run, 9 RBIs so far. Duncan was batting .407. Now 2 home runs and 11 RBIs on the season for Duncan. And likely the player of the week nod unless something drastic happens by somebody else in the next 2 days. But Duncan on the week's got 2 home runs and 8 RBIs now. So, yeah, I think he's a good candidate. Definitely has my vote. This one gets into the dirt, and that one gets away from Veilleux. That'll run the count to full at 3-2. Sucre gets the sign from Veilleux. 3-2 offering. It's fouled away by Bernardo. He stays alive, and we'll do it again at 3-2. Trevor Stoico giving the plate the once-over with the brush. Give Jeremiah Sucre a few more seconds here. Veilleux gets the sign down to his pitcher, Sucre. 3-2 offering. Is lined to the shortstop. Wilson will field this one. Flips it to first in time. Burdette able to make this one in. And there's finally one away here in the first inning for the Cardinals. Wilson with the put-out for 6-3 on Bernardo, and Dennis DeBanning will be the batter now. Here's another guy that's just been swinging the hot stick for these Cardinals. 345 on the season already. DeBanning's got 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, 10 hits, 5 doubles already. Half of your hits been home runs, half your hits been doubles, and you got 2 home runs into the mix as well. So you've been hitting the ball pretty well as he swings through that first offering from Sucre for strike 1. After him, it's Zach Marriott. If you know anything about the IBL, you know who Zach Marriott is after this week. Another guy carrying the cover off the ball for the Cardinals. That one misses high. And the count, I believe, is 1-1. That one is called a strike by Trevor Stoico. Runs the count to 1-2. Sometimes it's not the operator, it's the actual scoreboard. Tonight's the case. It's the actual scoreboard. If you're watching here in the ballpark. As that one hits DeBanning in the backside. Not intended. As DeBanning will walk down to first after Sucre apologizing in the backside. And now Zach Marriott will be the batter here. Hedridge College got himself a good one here in Zach Marriott. 385 on the season. 10 hits, 2 home runs, 12 RBIs. I thought we had 13, but I'm thinking somewhere in the Baycats score sheet or something got missed or got corrected later on. So it's back down to 12 officially. Does have 2 walks, been hit by a pitch twice. Only struck out 3 times so far. And does have a sacrifice. Bunt. This young man's definitely a gamer. Hits the first offering he sees at the second baseman. Flip the second for 1 onto first. You're going to get them down the line, says Chris Walters. And the inning is over. 3 runs come across on 2 hits for the Redbirds. They lead this one 3-0. Red Sox coming to bat when we come back after a brief pause from the action.
Cardinals heading to the top of the second inning. Now let's check back in with our good friend Emily.
First of all, I need to shout out Robbie here. Look at the Hamilton Redbirds jersey on him. Does he not look good? Give it up. These jerseys are fire.
Colby Ring continues his warm-up pitches here back at Burning Harbor Stadium. I'm Neil Srivastawa. We'll take a quick look at the Rawlings out-of-town scoreboard. We're the only game left in town here in the IBL and across the league as well. This afternoon in Guelph, I called that game. 2 hours and 29 minutes. I like that one. The Guelph Royals victorious, extending their win streak to 4 to open the season. 4-0 on the year over with a 5-1 victory over the Kitchener Panthers. In Barrie, the Barrie Baycats held off the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. Seth Strong with another home run in the contest, which he promised to somebody in the social medias earlier this morning. And in Welland, the Jackfish edged the Mount London Majors 6-5. That concludes the Rawlings out-of-town scoreboard. So the Royals atop the standings in the IBL now 4-0. As Ring is going to throw his last warm-up pitch. London's now 6-2 in second place. Hamilton and Barrie tied at 5-2. With a victory, could run back into a tie for first place. Welland Jackfish 5-3. Chatham-Kent Barnstormers 2-5. Kitchener Panthers 2-6. Maple Leafs are 2-7. And of course the Red Sox, the opponent tonight, for your Redbirds, are 1-5 on the year.
Now to play the designated hitter number 23, Jarrett Lupton.
And Jarrett Lupton will be the batter. This one's grounded off the round, deflected by Ring into the glove of Duncan. He'll throw across in time for the out. A great play. That's a 1-6-3 for the putout. Colby Ring with the assist. He's definitely a Canadian kid. Jeremy Veilleux now the batter, the catcher. Joking with him in the last time they were here for the school day game. He finally took the magnets out of his back pocket. He got hit by pitches lots last year. Ball one outside from Colby Ring. It was a beautiful day to be at the ballpark and a great night here to be as well. So if you're looking for something to do for the next couple hours, come on down. Lots of seats available. So the count's now 1-1. Ring's offering to Veilleux. Is in there for a called strike. The count is 1-2. Excuse me. Kieran Bowles waits on deck. A little bit of a scary moment Thursday night. We'll get into that one during his at bat. That one is fouled away. And the count is 1-2. Of course, the Cardinals had a scary moment last night as well as Brandon Daly took one off the hand that went up and got him in the face. But like the true champion is, he stuck into the ball game, got a rinse and went back out there. 1-2 offering from Ring. Misses high for a ball, evens the count at 2-2. Ring gets the sign from Rempel. His 1-2 offering. Fouled away. And the count remains 1-2. As Veilleux stays alive. Of course, Veilleux, the former Cardinal, former Master University Marauder as well. Gives this one a ride to right field, but it's going to go foul and on a play. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Some young fan is going to wind up with a souvenir. He's just asking the Red Sox bullpen to flip it over to him. Let the Red Sox know that the fans are allowed to keep the balls here. Oh, he's going to take it away. He's not going to give it to the kid. So disappointing down there. That one is grounded to Duncan. Long throw is going to be in time to get him at first base. Veilleux retired on the 6-3. A great play by Tyler Duncan to throw a bullet across to Luis Bernardo. That'll bring up Kieran Bowles now, the second baseman tonight. Thursday Night Bulls took one off the helmet and it looked kind of scary, at least on the replay anyways. Of course, he wears one of those helmets with not one of the one flaps not on there, so I thought we were down to a league rule of double flaps on both ears now, but I guess he's still got the old single flap. That one misses for a ball from Ring. 2 away here in the second inning. Cardinals up this one 3-0 if you're just tuning in. That one misses low for a ball. And the count is 2-0. Guess Reed Duffy would be jealous. I got to call the first Duncan home run at home. He's enjoying a nice, relaxing night off with his family, I'm sure. That one's in there for a ball. And the count, a strike, and the evens the count. The count makes the count 2-1. I'll pitch ahead of myself here. Rings 2-1 offering to Bowles. This is outside for a ball. And it's now 3-1. Kieran Bowles, of course, a member of the London Majors when they were on their back-to-back championships. He was there for the second one, I believe. So he's got a ring. Looking to bring another one to the Red Sox. This one is chopped down the line, foul, then a run the count to full at 3-2 with 2 away. Definitely smell a diesel truck or something that's stuck in the parking lot here. Ring gets the sign from Rempel. His 3-2 offering on the way to Bowles. It's line down the line. That's going to go just foul. And Danny Berg wants to pick it up, but then he decides to leave it alone for the bullpen to grab it instead. Says, no, you got that one. I'll go scamper back to where I'm supposed to be. This one's chopped foul, and Bowles stays alive at 3-2. Ethan Powell waits on deck here. Should Bowles find a way to extend this inning? 3-2 offering. Misses low for a ball, and Bowles will do just that. Ethan Powell will bat with a runner on and 2 away.
Stepping up to the plate, the center fielder, number 12.
Third walk of the evening issued by Colby Ring here in the second inning. Ethan Powell struggling a little bit at the plate. Just the one hit so far in the game, in the season. It's a double, but it's a 3 runs scored. That one misses upstairs again. Ring just not finding that release point with consistency. Gus Wilson swinging the bat and on the on-deck circle should Paulo's reach. That one misses inside, and the count is quickly 2-0 from Ring on Paulo's. That one's in there for a called strike, says Trevor Stoico. Runs the count to 2-1. An offering from Ring. Is in there for a called strike 2. That'll even the count at 2-2. Paolo's asking where that one was. Trevor Stoico tells him it was on the other half, but it was over the plate. Broke late. Two offering. Swung on and missed. Paulo's goes down on strikes. Ring gets his second punch out of the night. And another $3 for mission services, courtesy of our friends at Little Caesars. As they're trying to the Cardinals have rallied and partnered with Little Caesars to strike out hunger all season long. Every strikeout during every home game is another $3 donation by Little Caesars to Mission Services. Cardinals will come up to bat in the second inning when we come back after a brief pause in the action. You're watching Redbird Baseball on Cable 14.
Sometimes the littlest things can make the biggest difference. Like nature brightening your day. Bring nature to your backyard with Armstrong Bird Food. Feeding Cardinals since 1986.
My first professional glove, that's the one I remember the most. When I was coming up, even though it wasn't that long ago, having your name on a glove was a big deal.
Welcome back to Redbird Baseball on Cable 14. I'm Neil Sriwastava. Bottom of the second inning we go here. Redbirds up 3-0 on the Brantford Red Sox on retro jersey night. The Hamilton Cardinals wearing their retro Hamilton Redbird jerseys. A little tribute to the 1988 to 1992 Redbirds that played here at Bernie Arbor Stadium. And Tanner Rempel will lead things off here.
Stepping up to the plate, the catcher, number 44, Tanner Rempel.
When Rempel hasn't been doing it with the bat, he's definitely been doing it defensively so far this season for these Cardinals. That one's in there for a strike on Rempel. Sucre gets ahead of him. The count is 0-1. Rempel will be followed by Josh Niles and Keeler Leverage in this inning. That one misses for a ball, evens the count at 1-1. Not a great crowd here on a Saturday night. If you've not taken in a Cardinals game in person, you definitely should look at doing so. They are home every Friday night this summer. If you can't make it to the ballpark, you can definitely catch us on Cable 14 as well. Reed Duffy, myself, and Troy Islikar bring you the action Friday nights. Sundays you usually get stuck with Troy and myself. Of course, Troy having a well-deserved night off as well this evening. The lone Cardinal Saturday night game is Rempel. The appeal goes down to first, and Chris Walters says he did not go around. And Rempel will bat with a 2-2 count. That one misses for a ball. Now to run the count to 3-2 from Jeremiah Sucre. Sucre's 3-2 offering to Rempel. Is chopped to the third baseman. He fields it cleanly. He'll throw across the diamond. Desai does. And there's one away as Rempel's retired on the 5-3 putout for out number one here in the second inning.
The third baseman, number 30, Josh Niles.
That'll bring up Josh Niles, a recently graduate of Canisius College. Also made the all-academic team as an all-star. Congratulations to Josh on a job well done. Good luck in your future endeavors when it comes to the post-collegiate career. Grounded to the shortstop. Wilson up with a great throw across the diamond. Will get Niles for the second out. Keeler Leverage now the batter. The designated hitter in the 9 spot tonight. Leverage the last batter in the inning anyways, the 9 spot. As he swings and misses for this one. Batting 105 on the season. Does have an RBI, 2 runs scored. Just 2 hits and 19 plate appearances so far, or 19 at bats rather. So he takes another strike low, and the count quickly runs to 0-2 from Jeremiah Sucre. That one's in the dirt. Fayou tried to scoop it, blocks it instead. The count remains 1-2. Loveridge is apparently heading to the bullpen sometime in the next few days. So he swings and misses at that offering, and he'll go down on strikes. Cardinals go down 1-2-3 in the second inning, but still lead this one 3-0. You're watching Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
Oh, we're having so much fun here at the Hamilton Redbirds game. Make some noise for the Redbirds again. Now it is time for the kids to run the bases thanks to Swish LA. Are we ready? Thumbs up. Let's go.
It's our favorite part of the ball game, and I know it's Luis Bernardo's as well. Always has a great smile on his face when he sees all these little young ones come out here to run the bases. And they come out in droves. It's almost like Emily is the Pied Piper of the Hamilton area. They keep coming out and keep coming through there. Here comes another drove of them now. They're coming in waves. Well, we got some walkers out here too. Just getting a little exercise. Make it a little easier for mom and dad to put some people to sleep later, hopefully. Of course, RJ Rhodes right front and center at home plate, taking some great photos. Make sure you guys check her out on Instagram. Look for Soar Images. She's been doing this for quite some time. Yeah, one needed a piggyback ride all the way home from mom to get around these bases, and the green meanie making his way around the bases now, the last one out. I guess he's the rotten egg today. But again, thanks to our friends at Swish LA for helping put on the kids run the bases every Cardinals home game. Colby Ring will start his warm-up pitches here to start the top of the third inning with a 3-0 lead. Cardinals got 3 runs in the first inning. 2 courtesy of the mammoth home run by Tyler Duncan. And the other one came home on a 4-pitch walk to Brandon Nicholson, and then a 3-base error that allowed him to score from first on the overthrow by Sucre. If you're just tuning in, it is 3-0 here in the top of the third inning. It's definitely cooling off, and I'm quite all right with that because it was quite a warm one in the press box at David E. Hastings Stadium this afternoon, and now we made the trek up the mountain here in Hamilton. It's some record time today, I would say, too. We had lots of fun calling that game, and we're glad to be back here calling another 9-inning game, potentially a few more, maybe not, hopefully not. I'm okay with 18 in a day. Don't do it often. I don't recommend it doing it often on here. That one misses high for a ball. And the first pitch to Gus Wilson is a 1-0 count now. Wilson singled but got caught stealing in the first as he was thrown out by Tanner Rempel. On the strike him out, throw him out to by Desai. Desai waits on deck. He'll be followed by Matt Fabian, who walked in the first inning as well. Rings 2-0 offering. Is in there for a called strike, and the count is now 2-1 on Gus Wilson. Chad Parmelo doing a great job of finding some diamonds in the rough here to play for this Red Sox in the last season. as we're on a 2-2 count now. And potentially on the verge of another strikeout. Two strikeouts in the contest so far. Every strikeout during a Cardinals home game, Little Caesar donates $3 to mission services to help strike out hunger in the Hamilton area. That one's fouled away by Wilson. And the count will remain 2-2. Ring gets the sign from Rempel. 2-2 offering. Misses high. It's going to run the count to full at 3-2. Cardinals and Red Sox back in action tomorrow afternoon in Brantford. Game time is 2:05. JP Susi will have the call for that one for you. That one misses for a ball, and that's another walk. That's a walk for Gus Wilson. He's 1 for 1 now with a walk as well. Desai will be the batter now. He struck out swinging in the first inning. The third baseman tonight. We'll have to see if Wilson's as aggressive as he was in the first inning now. Now that he knows Rempel can throw it down there. Still got a considerable lead at first. That one misses low for a ball on Desai. Desai, I believe, was signed just last Monday or Tuesday, actually. Got into action pretty quickly for these Red Sox. That one misses high. Almost caught Wilson leaning too far towards second base there. Rempel was not afraid to throw it down. These red jerseys do look sharp, though. May have to find one. May have to get out the credit card and throw one down tonight. But I'm sure somebody's going to steal it as soon as I get it home. Might not even make it all the way to the car. As that one is fouled away here for a 2-1 count. Make sure you do check out the Cardinals online merch shop as well if you can't make it to the ballpark. Lots of great swag in the store. And it's updated often, too. Two-one offering on Desai from Ring, on its way momentarily. Throws over to first to keep Wilson close. 3-0 Cardinals leading this one. All three Cardinals runs coming again, ironically, in threes in the first inning. Last night they scored 5 different times over the course of the ball game. That one misses high and then runs the count to 3-1. Ring looks back Wilson. 3-1 offering. Is driven to center field. Nicholson on his horse. He's backpedaling. He's still backpedaling. He's going to make the catch in front of the Mitsubishi Motors sign for the first out of the inning. One away. Desai gave it a good ride. And 3 ballparks in this league, that's long gone. Matt Fabian now will be the batter. He walked his first time up in the first inning. Got stranded at second base. Nick Burdett will follow him should the inning continue. Fabian came into action tonight batting .263. 4 runs scored, 5 hits so far in the season. He was struggling a little bit at the plate and got a little extended coaching from his pal Rob Butler earlier this week, as we mentioned. One offering is in there for a called strike on Fabian to even the count at 1-1 from Ring. Ring trying to get a ground ball somehow. Let the defense do the work here. 1-1 offering to Fabian. Misses high. They throw down to first. And Bernardo does a great job of knocking that one down before it went up the line to keep Gus Wilson at first base. Fabian toes back into the batter's box once again, working with a 2-1 count in his favor. Ring gets the sign from Rempel. 2-1 offering. Is driven up the middle here. Caught by Marriott at second base. He's going to throw to first in time to get Fabian. And Wilson gets out of the jam with the double play.
Nothing across the board for both teams. The score is still 3-0 for your Redbirds heading to the bottom.
Red Sox do get a base runner, but it gets erased on the double play, so there's nothing across here in the third. You're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
Pantry for Paws, Ronald McDonald House, Goodwill, Inwell Hamilton, Interval House, Mission Services, the Wesley House, Hamilton Police Association, Dundas Community Service, the 16U Hamilton Cardinals, and the U13 Oakville A Select. Thank you for coming out to support Redbirds baseball.
Bottom of the third inning here on Hamilton Mitsubishi Mountain Baseball. I'm Neil Shrivastava. 3-0 your Hamilton Redbirds leading the Brantford Red Sox. Yeah, I got a little too much sun today. Almost called them the Boston Red Sox, but it is the Brantford Red Sox. Jeremiah Sucre going back to work here. Redbirds starting for 3 in the first inning, and that's all the scoring. Brandon Nicholson led off the first inning with a single. Came all the way around to score on a defensive error by Jeremiah Sucre on an overthrow that careened off the side of the dugout and went all the way down the first baseline into the bullpen. Danny Berg then walked. Tyler Duncan came up, the next batter up, with a 2-run smash over the KFC sign in right field for the 3-0 lead. That's been all the scoring to this point. Red Sox have had base runners, just unfortunately not been able to get that timely hit they need right when they needed it. And now Brandon Nicholson will lead things off here in the third inning. 1 for 1 in the contest, and a run scored. The speedster knew once it hit the fence, he was probably thinking in his head he was going home. And he was at first base at the time. Nicholson came into action batting .250. 11 runs scored, 8 hits so far. 2 walks. Well, now he's got 12 hits. That'll bump the average up just a little bit. Five of the 9 Cardinals starters in the lineup batting over 300. 4 of them batting over 350. Dennis DeBanning batting 345. This one's grounded past Burdett, and it took a weird hop, and that's going to get Nicholson aboard. Nothing anybody could do on that one. That took a weird hop on Burdett. That's going to be a base hit, unfortunately. Burdett, the victim of circumstance there. Sometimes the luck just goes against you when you're standing at first base. That took a weird hop. Nothing Burdett could do. He was in perfect position for it, and then the hop took off. That is a single for Nicholson. Leadoff man aboard now for Danny Berg. Berg came into action tonight batting .409. He walked his first time up, so he's still batting .409. Ball 1 on the count to Berg. Getting text messages from people asking if that was a base hit or not. Yes, it was. I checked with Nate, who's the official scorer. Does a great job. I was doing double duty this afternoon in Guelph. We had some hiccups with the point streak a little bit, but we figured it out before I left. Especially with substitutions, I don't know, something was weird today. Plus, if you're trying to track it on home, on point streak, and you're not getting anything up on your screen, it's not you. It's not your computer like I thought for 2 days straight. I reformatted my computer thinking it was my computer. That's how frustrated I got with it. I was watching 3 games Thursday night, couldn't get anything to come up on point streak. Turns out it's the server side. But it is working on the mobile app, so if you want to watch it that way, you can. That's when Berg fouls this one off. Hit and run was on. And the count is now 1-2. Point streak is aware of the issue, so is the league. They're both working as quickly as possible to try to remedy the situation. If you're getting Cloudflare errors, that's nothing new, too. That's what's been going on all week long. Thus completes your IT minute. Nicholson way off the base. Sucre will disengage from the mound as Bayou was trying to flash some more signs here. And that is a giant ant trying to climb on my laptop screen. Go back to your home. I don't want you on my screen. That one's up the middle. That's going to be flipped to second for 1 and over to first in time as the second baseman turns the 4-3 double play. 2 away now for Tyler Duncan.
Stepping up to the plate, the shortstop, number 5, Tyler Duncan.
2 away now here in the Cardinals' third inning as they lead this one 3-0. Duncan, who homered in the first time up. Sucre got one up a little too high in the wheelhouse here. And Duncan put it over the KFC sign in a hurry. Duncan gets a hold of this one, but it's going to stay in the yard, and it's going to be lined out to the right fielder on the bounce, and Duncan's aboard with his second hit of the night. Cardinals have got something going again with 2 away. And Luis Bernardo coming up.
Stepping up to the plate, the first baseman, number 14, Luis Bernardo.
Some guys, Tyler Duncan just has their number. Jeremiah Sucre looks like he's one of those guys he's figured out pretty well in this league. Duncan came in the action tonight batting .407. And what was we were half jokingly calling a slow start. It's no longer a slow start. It's just Duncan being Duncan. There is 2 away. And strike 1 on Luis Bernardo, says the plate umpire. That one misses low for a ball. That'll leave the count at 1-1. Dennis DeBanning waiting in the wings should Luis Bernardo find a way to extend this inning with 2 away. Bernardo swings through that one from Sucre, and the count now runs to 1-2. Bernardo dropped the bat, actually. Of course, the IBL rules is now batters have to keep 1 foot in the box. There's no punishments right now for that rule, but I'm sure going forward next year there will be punishments and penalties. No runs and 2 hits, and 1 man was left aboard here. Cardinals are done here in the 3rd inning, but lead this one 3-0. You're watching Hamilton Redbird baseball on Cable 14. Got a lot of youngsters coming down here. Oh, it looks like we're doing the 3-legged race or something. They got their legs tied together. Man, this just scares me. Emily's got our director of fun. I like to call her the hostess with the mostest anyways. But she's ready to roll here.
Now let's check back in with our good friend Emily.
Harrison, you think you're ready so they're ready for the game? Look a little tough. Think they're ready? All right, it's time to race, but you guys know the rules. No huffing, no funny fingers. You gotta do this as fast and safe and fun, okay? Thumbs up. Let's go, Oakville A, start racing.
Great job by the Oakville A's to take part in the three-legged race here. Their buddy system is not going so well for that one team here, and the second one is just running away by a leg here. Or is it two, actually? Thank you again to the Oakville A's for being such great sports tonight. They welcome the Cardinals on the field tonight as well. If you're a coach of one of the teams in the area, make sure you reach out and bring your whole team out to the ball game. Make sure you reach out to some Cardinals staff at the ball games here. We'll hook you up with the details.
Hey there, fans. We had a debit card turned in. If your name is Krista Lawrence and the last four digits are 5272, head on down to the concession stand. Once again, Krista Lawrence, your debit card has been found. Head on down to the concession
Nick
stand.
Burdett will lead things off here in the top of the fourth inning, with the Cardinals leading the Red Sox 3-0. Some of the Cardinals fans not exactly being too kind to Burdett here. Now misses high for a ball. Count 1-0. Burdett fouls this one off. Evens the count at 1-1. Hit the light pole or hit the fence. Not sure which one it was. It was awful loud, though, with a thud. Burdett be followed by Jordan Lewis and Jared Lupton in this fourth inning. That one goes off Burdett's arm pad, and he's going to take his way down to first. Kind of just turned into that one. Burdett reaches base for the second time in this ballgame. This time via the hit by pitch. Jordan Lewis now the batter. 0 for 1 in the contest. Lewis batting .261 on the season so far. Has 2 RBIs, a double, and 4 runs scored as he fouls off the first offering from Ring. Lewis, the Brampton, Ontario native. Born in the year 2000. Man, that makes me feel old. 190 pounds for the youngster. This one's fouled away, and the count runs to 0-2 from Jordan Lewis from Colby Ring. That one misses in the dirt. And the count now is 1 ball and 2 strikes from Colby Ring. Burdett not with a big lead whatsoever at first. Maybe about 4 or 5 steps tops. Enough to get off the base here. Bernardo has to stay close to the base to hold him on. This one's chopped foul, and somebody else has got a souvenir in the parking lot. Count remains 1-2. Ring gets a sign from Rempel. Has a glance over at Burdett at first. His 1-2 offering on the home. Swung on and missed. Lewis goes down on strikes. And that's another $3 from Mission Services for our friends at Little Caesars Pizza.
Step up to the plate, the designated hitter number 23, Jared Lupton.
Jarrett Lupton will be the batter. He grounded into a 1-6-3. Ground out in the second inning, his first time up. Lupton will be followed by Jeremy Veilleux, the catcher tonight, should the inning continue past this point. Just one away. Shows bunt, then pulled it back for ball one. Lupton batting .263 on the season. Does have a double, 2 RBIs. Has walked once. Red Sox just in their 7th game of the year. That one's called a strike to even the count at 1-1. One offering. This is high for a ball. It's 2-1. Ring battling out here. Gets a sign from Rempel. His 2-1 offering is driven but foul down the third base line. And a roll into the bullpen where it's retrieved by one of the Redbird pitchers. And the count now 2-2 on Lumpton with 1 away. Two-one pitch. This is high. It's now going to the count to full at 3-2. Redbirds and Red Sox will do it again tomorrow afternoon in Brantford. Game time again is 2:05 at Arnold Anderson Stadium. Ring gets in the chase, and there's another punch out and another strikeout for Hunger from our friends at Little Caesars, and another $3 donation to Mission Services on their behalf. Jeremy Veilleux now the batter with 2 away. Burdette still standing at first, now with 2 away. Veilleux batting .318 on the season. 7 hits, 2 doubles, 4 RBIs so far, plus a walk and just 1 hit batter. Veilleux, I think he was 2nd in the league in hit batters last year. Matt Fabian was not far behind him. This one gets away from Rempel. He doesn't know where it is. This goes up the third baseline, and Burdette will be at second base on the what I'm assuming is being scored a wild pitch. Nate nods his head in agreement. So we're on the same page. Nate Seeger, the best in the IBL. One-0 offering from Ring. That one's in there for a strike. Evens the count at 1-1 on Veilleux. Ring's 1-1 offering. Is chopped to third. Fielded cleanly by Niles. He throws it up the line. Bernardo apparently was able to hold on to the base there. Or not. Not sure. Guessing not. They use the board on the E5 on Josh Niles on the throw.
No smoking or vaping allowed inside our ballpark. Thank you.
Burdette up to third. Veilleux at first. And Kieran Bowles will be the batter. He walked his first time up. Bowles gets a hold of this one down the line. That's going to drop in and go all the way to the corner. Berg chasing it down in the corner. That's going to score 1 run. Actually, it looks like he's going to put his hand up. It's going to be a ground rule double. Got stuck underneath the fence by the looks of it.
Stepping up to the plate, the center fielder, number 22, Ethan Paulos.
And Ethan Paulos will come up after Kieran Bowles doubles home a run. Red Sox now trailing by 2 at 3-1. Tying runs aboard now. Burnett comes in to score. Fayou goes first to third. And Bowles stops the second with the double. I figured if that guy's on this side of the fence or the other side of the fence. Mound visit over from Chris Piano. Probably just some reminders on defensive coverage here. Ethan Paulos now the batter. He struck out swinging his first time up in the second inning. Red Sox refusing to go quietly here in this contest. Now trailing by 2 runs with the tying runs getting at second and third respectively. 2 away in the inning. This one is chopped foul. That one is fouled off by Paulos, and the count is 0-1. A 1-0 offering is in there for a ball, evens the count at 1-1 on Paulos. Ring to this point, it's got 4 walks allowed, 1 hit batter, 4 strikeouts to his credit. Looking for the under here in the 4th. That one misses high for a ball, it's 2-1. Two-one pitch. Misses low for a ball. It's 3-1. Ring digging in deep here. Gets a sign from Rempel. His 3-1 offering is called a strike on the other half. It broke late. Plate umpire said it cut the corner of the plate and runs the count to full with 2 away here. Three-two pitch is swung on and missed, and Rempel holds on to that one. Paulos goes down again on strikes. Red Sox strand the tying runs aboard here. It's the Cardinals coming to bat in the home half of the 4th inning, leading this one 3-1. You're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
Is your vehicle covered in dust, mud, and the signs of callous adventures? It might just earn you a free car wash. Drive your grime-coated jet to our lot. You can be the lucky winner of a complimentary thorough cleanup by our friends at the Rainbow Car Wash. Giveaways happening every home game. We own the local 837 is Hamilton's strong, proud union in supporter of your Hamilton Redbirds. Now let's check back in with our good friend Emily.
All right, to kick off our Hamilton Redbirds night, it's my favorite thing to do. Everybody up on your feet, it's time to dance. Everybody up on your feet.
Welcome back to Cardinals baseball on Cable 14. I'm Neil Sriwasto. You see down the line Chris Piano having a very candid conversation with his starting pitcher, Colby Ring. Remains to be seen if he's going to come back out for the 5th inning or not here. He does have a 3-1 lead, so you maybe want to try to get him through that next inning here to get himself in line for the victory here, should the score hold up. But there is activity down in the Redbird bullpen. Of course, it is Hamilton Redbird throwback night tonight. Cardinals wearing the stylish Redbirds V-neck in honor of the team that used to play out of here in 1988 to 1992 in the Cardinals organization.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, number 16, Dennis Bannon.
So we got a live look at the bullpen. Can't tell who it is down there because it's a little far. And there's no numbers on the front of the jerseys, unfortunately. So maybe next year we'll get Eric Spear to turn these bullpens around so we can see their backs. But Dennis DeBanning will lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth inning. His Redbirds teammates and himself leading this one 3-1. Jeremiah Sucre is back out here trying to get through another inning of work here. Redbirds striking for 3 in the first inning. Red Sox answering back with 1 in the top of the fourth inning. Had the tying runs at second and third with 2 away. Just unable to get that timely hit they needed. DeBanning works with a 2-0 count in his favor. Fouls this one off and it runs the count to 2-1. Two-one offering. It's chopped to the shortstop. Wilson will field it. He'll throw across the dime. They get the speedster DeBanning down the line in time. 6-3 goes the putout, and there's 1 away. Zach Marriott will be the batter now. He's 0 for 1 in the contest. He was the player of the game last night. Had a great interview with Troy Issacar on Cable 14 last night. We'll have to see if we can cue that up another time. Throw it on the Cardinals website for everybody to watch. Seems like a very young and very humble young man, just willing to do anything he can to be a part of this team. So he takes ball 1 high. I'll have to introduce myself to his father when I see him out there again. The way I know who he is, he's got the Hendricks College shirt. So I just kind of put 2 and 2 together. This one is chopped on the line. Second baseman up with it. Merritt racing down the line, but he's going to be retired. 4-3, and there's 2 away here. Tanner Rempel, the catcher, will be the batter now. Grounded out 5-3 his last time up in the second inning. If you're just tuning in, it is 3-1 for the Redbirds over the Red Sox. That one misses low for a ball. For ball 1. 1-0 count on Tanner Rempel, the catcher tonight. Watches that one sail into the glove, and it's now runs the count to 2-0. Josh Niles, the third baseman, waits on deck. Should Rempel find a way aboard here with 2 away. Swings and misses at that offering from Sucre. Runs the count to 2-1. Swung on and missed, and now there's 2 and 2 with 2 away for Tanner Rempel. Sucre gets the sign for Veilleux, the 2-2 offering. Misses inside for a ball, and they'll run the count to full. That one squirts off the glove of Veilleux. He flips it back to Sucre. Before squatting back down to return to work here. Rempel steps back in the box. 3-2 offering. Misses outside for a ball, and Rempel will be aboard for Josh Niles with a 2-out walk.
Stepping up to the plate, the third baseman, number 30, Josh Niles.
Sucre gets the sign from Villa. First offering to Josh Niles. It was actually called a strike for strike one. Count 0-1. I thought it was a tad low, but Miami, from this vantage point, it's kind of hard to judge. Trevor Stoico is the judge and jury behind the plate here, so I'll defer to him. This one's grounded by Niles to the third baseman. He'll flip to second for the force out to end the inning. Niles will reach on the fielder's choice, but there is nothing across for the Cardinals here in the fourth inning. As we head to the top of the fifth inning, the Cardinals lead the Red Sox on Redbird night here on Cable 14.
Thank you, Josh. Love the tune. I am here with the Cards U16 Elite. I have London here. London, tonight's a very special night. We are honoring all the history Hamilton has with the Redbirds and, of course, the Cardinals. How does it feel to be part of that team?
Amazing and all that. The coaching staff really great, and the players especially. We all come together right, and it's really fun to be here tonight.
Because this is the homecoming, right?
Absolutely.
Now you have your teammate Ty here. Ty, introduce yourself. Oh, Ty, thank you very much. Now, are you ready?
Ty's very modest down there as Emily's doing a great interview with these youngsters as they're getting ready to do some ring toss down the third base line.
Get 3 in, okay? You got
She is
this.
definitely the ambassador of fun down here.
It's okay, keep going. Keep going.
He's trying to get a ringer here. How very appropriate as Colby Ring is on the hill. New pitcher on the hill for the Cardinals now, or Redbird, sorry. Number 17.
You know what? It was pretty tired, but you're still gonna go home a winner because you're on London.
Matsuki on the hill for the Redbirds now. Pitched 1 inning against the Barry Baycats on Thursday night, was very effective. Of course, he is the first ambidextrous pitcher. Actually, he's not the first ambidextrous pitcher in the league, as Paul Ante of the Guelph Royals was nice enough to fill us in on some details. Pepe Colon, there's a name from my past. Man, the early days of me following the Guelph Royals back in the late 80s. 1986, actually. Pepe Colon. I always thought it was like Pepe Le Pew, like the skunk from the Looney Tunes, but no, he was a totally different person. I was 10 at the time, so cut me some slack, cut myself some slack, so I just dated myself here too on how old I am. But that's okay. Matsuki will come out here and try to shut this one down. Colby Rigg only goes 4 innings, but he won't stand to get a decision in on this contest.
Stepping up to the plate, the shortstop, number 27, Gus Wilson.
I think Trevor Stoichel is just reminding the pitcher he's got to go through it. He went out there and he declares that one not a mound visit because it looks like they were just trying to go over some signs. Mitsuki will come out to the plate in the 5th inning. Cardinals up 3-1 over the Red Sox. That one misses low for a ball. But regardless, the Japanese import is the second very novel thing here. Ambidextrous pitcher. He can pitch from right side or the left side. But he has to declare to the batter which way he's going to throw before he throws a pitch. That one misses for a ball, and the count is 2-0. On Gus Wilson. Wilson's walked and singled in this contest. Takes the ball low again, and the count is 3-0 for Mitsuki. From Gifu, Japan. 3-0 offering. He's in there for a called strike one. Akatsuka tries to zone in on the strike zone here. I've definitely got to take a look at this glove sometime because it's a bit. He can put it on either hand, without having to change actual glove physically. That one is a strike 2 call. Got to run the count to full. That's 3-2. Three-two pitch from Mizuki on its way. Misses just low. And Gus Wilson will be on board to start the 5th inning here with the leadoff walk.
Stepping up to the plate is third baseman number 13, Dave Desai.
Desai will be the batter now. He's 0 for 2 in the contest. He struck out and flown out to center field in the 3rd inning. It went over the head of Nicholson, but he was able to track it down in a hurry. Matt Fabian waiting on deck with nobody away. That one's in there for a strike. And Mitsuki gets ahead of the count at 0-1. Glances back Wilson at first. Comes set again. This one is fouled away by Desai. And the count is 0-2. Suki wipes the sweat off his brow. Looks into Rempel for the sign. Nods in agreement. Looks back the runner at first. The 0-2 offering. Swung on and missed, and that's another punch out for the Cardinals. Got to bring up Matt Fabian now with 1 on and 1 away here. Fabian is 0 for 1. He's grounded out into a double play and walked in the 1st. Got stranded at second base in the 1st. Fabian headed into the Empire League very shortly. Hearing June 5th as his last day with the Red Sox before he heads down there. It is his intention, depending on how the season goes, once that season is over, to return to the Red Sox in time for the postseason. That's why he's trying to get enough bats to qualify as per league rules before he goes away. Takes strike 1. That one is called a strike, and the count is quickly 0-2 for Mitsuki. Grabs some dirt off the back of the rubber to dry his hand. Fabian calls time and steps out of the box. Two-two pitch on its way. Sorry, 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Fabian goes down on strikes. And another Little Caesars strikeout for another $3 being donated on behalf of Little Caesars to Mission Services, as the Cardinals and Little Caesars are striking out hunger here in the Hamilton region. Nick Burdett now the batter with 2 away and a runner at first still. That one misses low for a ball to Burdett. Count is 1-0. Burdett's walked and he's been hit by a pitch. He came around to score in the 4th inning. The lone run for the Red Sox. Redbirds leading this one 3-0. They got all 3 runs that they got today in the 1st inning. A weird play to bring home the first one, as Brandon Nicholson was able to score from first base on an overthrow. And then a 2-run blast by Tyler Duncan that left the KFC in a hurry. Burdett fouls this one off to even the count at 1-1. Berg giving this one chase, but it is going to be foul out of play for a long strike. Nobody else throwing down in the Cardinals bullpen, so it looks like Mitsuki is going to get this inning, maybe another one after that. Cardinals and Red Sox both playing their third game in as many days. And one more between these two teams tomorrow. 1-1 offering. He's chopped up the middle. Mitsuki up with it. He'll flip to first, and that's going to be the inning. Nothing across for the Red Sox. They do strand a base runner. And the Red Sox trail the Hamilton Redbirds here on Retro Night on Cable 14. It's 3-1.
We have a winner in our midst. It's time to celebrate. Let's give a round of applause to the owner of the dirtiest car in the lot. If you drive a black Volkswagen Taos with license plate number DASV742, congratulations. Your car's dedication to showcasing every shade of dirt truly deserves to win. Swing by our gate operations staff beside the
I was making sure it wasn't our car because we do have a
sparkling transformation.
we have an Atlas. We don't have a Volkswagen Taos though. It wasn't us tonight, thankfully, but my car is definitely looking like it needs a car wash very soon. It's got a lot of miles on it this year, that's for sure. Doing ball games in 4 different cities all over the weekends, and it's our pleasure to bring you this telecast again tonight here on Cable 14. If you're just tuning in on Neil Street Waspa, thank you so much for hanging out with us on Saturday night. Not used to doing Saturday night ball games quite as often. It's a rarity here in Hamilton. Usually only in the playoffs they play Saturday nights. Usually it's Friday nights here on Cable 14 and on the top of the mountain here at Bernie Arbor Stadium. And the occasional Sunday afternoon. But if you haven't been down here to the ballpark recently, you definitely should bring the whole family and check it out on Friday nights. Every Friday night in the summertime, you can find Cardinals baseball here on Bernie Arbor Stadium. Looks like we got Jeremiah Sucre is still out there actually to work the 5th inning. And Keeler Loveridge will be the first batter to face them. He struck out swinging his first time up in the 2nd inning. So it's like half a ball game ago. Actually, it is. Bottom of the 5th inning, we are halfway through now. It's an official ball game. That one is called a strike on Loveridge, and Sucre gets ahead of him. Count is 0-1. This one is swung on and missed by Loveridge, and he finds himself behind the count at 0-2. The Calgary, Alberta native swings in at that pitch. He chops it foul. Actually, no contact. Rayu will throw down to first to complete the transaction. K2-3 will go the official putout. Loveridge retired for the 2nd time and the first out here in the 5th inning.
Stepping up to the plate, the center fielder number 4, Brandon.
Brandon Nicholson is 1 for 1 in the contest. 2 for 2 in the contest. Pair of singles. A run scored in the 1st inning, like we mentioned before. It was a pickoff attempt by Jeremiah Sucre that went all the way over the back, off the fence out here, and careened down into the bullpen. And Nicholson with a wise idea, and they're saying this one was fouled off of him into foul territory. They're looking for some help here, but doesn't look like anybody is going to have a conference. Manager is coming, asking for some help here. Asking Trevor Stoico, was he out of the box when he ran into it? Chris Walters had the better view of it. He waved it off immediately. Just a foul ball on Nicholson. That one's in there for a strike, and the count now quickly 0-2 on Brandon Nicholson. Redbirds struck for after that, we said. Nicholson came around to score in the 1st. Danny Berg walked, and then Tyler Duncan with the 2-run blast over the KFC sign in right field as Nicholson goes down quickly on strikes for the 2nd out of the inning. Jeremiah Sucre has definitely settled in nicely after that first rough inning. And Danny Berg will be the batter now. Berg is 0 for 1 in the contest. He did walk and scored a run in the 1st. Came home on the Tyler Duncan home run. Grounded into a double play in the 3rd inning to end the inning. Actually, sorry, that would have only been the second out. Duncan came up after him and singled, and then Bernardo struck out in the third. My mistake. Count is 1-0 on Berg, though. Sucre. Berg checks his swing and fouls this one off. Evens the count at 1-1. Berg, like a lot of his Cardinal teammates, been swinging the hot sticks so far. Berg chops this one on the shortstop. Wilson gets that one off his chest. It took a weird bounce. Cardinals are getting some really lucky bounces on the infield here. Likely to be rolled a base hit. As Nate Seeger is agreeing with me on that one. So Danny Berg has got himself another hit for his collection in this early season. Tyler Duncan will come on with a man aboard and 2 away here. Sucre, not sure if he's quite sure how to pitch to him right now. Every time he's got anything in close to the hands, Duncan is taking it over the fence or lined it the other way for a base hit. He is 2 for 2, and that's the first pitch that Duncan has laid off here from Sucre in 2 at-bats. That one misses for a ball. Count 1-0. Berg's a base-stealing threat as well here. You don't want to take the bat out of your best hitter. He chops this one foul. Evens the count at 1-1. Looks like the hit and run was on. Where Berg was running on contact anyways, with 2 away. One offering for Sucre on Duncan on its way. Duncan swings and misses on that one. He wanted that pitch. Runs the count to 1-2. Sucre gets the sign from Veilleux. 1-2 offering. Duncan swings and misses at that pitch. It's in the dirt. Veilleux will get up with it. He'll throw it at first to complete the inning. K2-3. Cardinals leave a base runner aboard. They did get 1 hit on the contest in the inning. They still lead this one 3-1 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. When we come back, you're watching Hamilton Redbirds baseball on Cable 14.
Now let's check back in with our director of fun, Emily, to see what we got going on.
Oh, the director of fun is right. It is time for Little Caesars Canada stacking the pizza boxes. Are we ready, Ben? We got this. How about you, Oliver? You feel good? Yeah! Wow, I love the energy. All right, we're going to turn over here. See, the guys are setting up the pizza boxes for us. Let's go. Now, we're going to run, and you have to stack them all. And then you got to run all the way back to me with all those boxes, okay? You think we can do it? All right, let's go. On your mark. Go, Little Peter. Get set and run.
Another great opportunity for some youngsters to have some fun here at Bernie Arbor Stadium as the Little Caesars stack them up here. They got to run all the way down and pick up all the stacks of pizza boxes, and they got to run back to where Emily is standing. Not so easy for some of these little guys. Well, this guy's got a stack that's taller than he is, but he's making the most of it. I thought he thought he was done here, but now he's got to pick these up and. Oops, no, we got some boxes being shoveled here. Oh, goodness. This could be difficult because this guy is, like I said, this little guy is not taller than the stack of boxes. He's going to have to phone a friend here. Oh, goodness. Please don't take a header. A valiant effort by that youngster, but unfortunately just got overwhelmed by the stack of boxes that was taller than he is.
You can learn more about Cardinals bird feed at www.armstrongbirdfood.com/learn.
We're off to the top of the sixth inning now. Mitsuki's warm-up pitches are done. And Jordan Lewis will be the first batter to face him here in the 2nd inning. Apologies for the internal scoreboard errors, folks. Looks like something's going on with the communication with the Nevco remote and the scoreboard out there again. Poor Nate's ready to kick it, throw it in a million pieces, I'm pretty sure. And of course, you're falling on Point Streak is home when don't adjust your computers. It's not your computer. It's the Point Streak server side's having some issues as well. Having some server issues. They've been having server issues all week. They're working in their way through it with the league offices as well. It's not your PC. Don't do what I did and reformat your computer thinking it was yours. It was a very frustrating evening Thursday night. I was trying to get some scores and some stats. This one is hit in the center field. Nicholson chases this one down, and he'll make the grab in front of the Cable 14 sign. Some awesome product placement there for Brandon Nicholson once again. One away as Lewis is retired on the F8. Jarrett Lupton now the batter. 0 for 2 in the contest. He has strikeout and grounded at 1-6-3. Mizuki now. Looks in for the sign. That one gets ahead of them. And over the head of everybody. Off the backstop it goes for ball one. Excuse us. One away here in the top of the sixth inning. Cardinals leading the Brantford Red Sox 3-1 on the lone Saturday evening ball game in the IBL. Give it a couple more weeks and there'll be lots of Saturday night action. Once the school kids come out, a lot of more teams do switch their games from afternoons on Saturdays to evenings. So that count is now 2-0 for Mitsuki on Lupton. That one is in there for a strike, and that runs the count to 2-1. Colby Ring started the ball game for the Cardinals. He went 4 innings. Won't stand to qualify for the win or loss. Battled his way through 4 innings. Did have a few walks given up. Had a couple of strikeouts and a hit batter. That one misses low for a ball, and the count is now 3-1 on Lupton. Jeremy Vieux and Kieran Bowles waiting in the hole. Should Lupton continue this inning? There's only one away, so Vieux will come to the bat regardless. Kieran Bowles waiting for somebody to get him on board here and give him a chance in this inning. This one is fouled away again, and the count would run to full at 3-2. And there's something going on with it. I don't know if it's the electronics delay or something, but poor Nate's been pushing buttons all night. It's like worse than Grandma with the remote. I think I made him laugh down there. The clicker's not working. How do you program the VCR again? I just put a piece of tape over the flashing lights. I remember those days. I miss Grandma and Grandpa. That one's high for a ball. And Lupton will draw the 1-0 walk here in the sixth.
Stepping up to the plate, the catcher, number 12, Jeremy Vieux.
That'll bring up Jeremy Vieux, who reached on an error in the fourth inning and grounded out in the second, 6-3. Cardinals at double play depth here, looking to turn one up the middle here to get out of the inning. They haven't been able to solve Jeremiah Sucre, who's pretty much settled down since the first inning. That one's in there for a strike. Mizuki gets ahead of the count at 0-1. As of tonight, there is 5 Japanese players on IBL rosters. That's great to see. This one's hit foul. And goes into the Red Sox bullpen. Baseball is definitely an international game and getting more and more so with every year here in the intercounty as well. Oh, 0-2 pitch to Veyu on his way. Popped in the air here off to my right. It looks like it's going to drift out of play, though. Bernardo tries to get him a run, and it's behind the Red Sox dugout. Just a long foul ball, and we'll do it again at 0-2. It's definitely cooled off a little bit today. Not as much as it did last night. Last night, if you're at the ballpark, you wanted a sweatshirt about 9 o'clock, that's for sure. Sadly, we did not have one packed. We went home and had to do the frost before going to bed. Atsuki gets the sign again from Rempel. Veyu stepped on the edge of the box here, takes a couple more hacks. Just trying to throw off this pitcher's timing. Oh, 0-2 offering. Swung on and missed. Veyu goes down on strikes for the second of the inning. And another punch out, which means another $3 from our friends at Little Caesars going to Mission Services here in the Hamilton area. Kieran Bowles will be the batter now. I love that promotion. Hope more teams will take advantage of it with their local Little Caesars. Of course, there's 8 Little Caesars locations in the Hamilton area. I'm making myself more hungry as I talk about it. So it's lined at the middle. Duncan's not going to. Oh, actually, he is going to get to it. Long throw is going to get him. Tyler Duncan with the highlight of the night there. The Savardian Spinorama at short. I'm not sure how he got that one. Kieran Bowles retired. I'm saying Bowles is probably asking the same question I am. Red Sox straight a base runner here in the 6th inning. They still trail the Hamilton Cardinals 3-1 as you're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
Now let's check back in with Emily. I think she got some fun for us.
Oh, I heard some of my friends in the stands want a t-shirt. Do you want a t-shirt? Okay, ready. Do you want a t-shirt?
Must be the 6th inning t-shirt toss here at Burning Arbor Stadium as Emily's got the crowd in full effect. They're very loud and very vocal this evening as we welcome you back here to Burning Arbor Stadium. I'm Neil Sriwastawa. 3-1 is your score. Your Hamilton Redbirds tonight leading the Brantford Red Sox. I almost said Boston again. 3-1. Jeremiah Sucre out here to pitch the 6th inning. He's been pretty stellar since that first inning. Unfortunately, we're a couple of hiccups. A leadoff single to Brandon Nicholson, which turned into a run coming home on a 3-base error on the overthrow by him to first base to Burdett. Danny Berg then walked the next batter up, and then Tyler Duncan took the first pitch he saw from Sucre over the fence in right field over the KFC sign. It left in a hurry. That's been it for the scoring for the Redbirds / Cardinals. Red Sox got their run in the 4th inning to make it 3-1. They had the tying run and the tying run at second base, but failed to score. And that's been all it for the scoring so far in the contest. Colby Ring left after 4 innings. Mitsuki's pitched 2 in relief, so Ring won't stand to get a decision at all. That first pitch to Bernardo misses high for a ball. Bernardo gives a charge in this one. Looks like it's going to drop into the gap. It's going to go off the opposite sign in left center field. Bernardo on his horse. He's going hard into the second. He'll be in there with a stand-up double. Leadoff man aboard here to start the 6th inning. There is some activity in the Red Sox bullpen now.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, number 16, Dennis Bennett.
But like most other teams, when you're playing 4 games in 4 days, Bullpen management is now an art form. Dennis DeBanning will be the batter now. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning and grounded out 6-3. DeBanning's been hitting the ball hard all season long. This one's fouled away. Came across a great article in the offseason about DeBanning, but how he opted to stay close to home for college and went to Humber College instead of going stateside when he had the opportunity. I guess it boiled down to just being able to afford it. Like most Canadians, not wanting to go into massive debt to pursue a collegiate career. So it was a vital part during the Humber College years, a Humber Hawk, through and through. Seems like a very great young man. I've definitely got to sit down and talk with at some point during the season. As he takes strike 2 on the outer half now, and he finds himself behind the counter 0-2. That one misses high. DeBanning thought about swinging, but held back and watched it sail high past the leathers for ball 1. Count now 1-2. Bernardo's got some attention out there at second base. Gus Wilson shifted more to the left side, closer to third base. Second baseman creeping in now, creeps back to his position as DeBanning skies this one foul. Not sure where that landed because I lost it on the lights here. I just knew it went foul. Count 1-2. Jeremiah Sucre is at 80 pitches now. A great performance by this young man. Knows Cable 14 producer Jonathan Friedman really well too, so I'm sure John was watching somewhere with a beverage in hand. This one's hit down the third base line. It's going to be stopped by Wilson. He'll throw across the diamond. Burnett will have to cut it off. That'll be going in as an infield single, I am sure. That ball went into no man's land, and DeBanning was able to leg that one out for an infield single. DeBanning up to, and Bernardo over to third on the play. Zach Marriott now the batter. Marriott 0 for 2 in the contest so far. A pair of groundouts to the second baseman. Last night's player of the game, 0 for 2 tonight. Looking to get something going here. Trying to extend this Redbirds lead at 3-1. Runners on the corners now, nobody away. DeBanning with a huge lead at first. He's going first movement. Bayou throws down, and they're going to not get him. That one sails widely there, and DeBanning will go to third. Bernardo will come to score, and likely be an E2 on the throw that allows another run to come home. Bayou just watched that ball sail away from him when he released it out of his hand. Wilson tried to cut it off as it veered to the wrong side of second base. DeBanning will likely get the stolen base, and the E2 puts him at third. This one is chopped foul by Marriott. Infield end just trying to keep this one at 4-1 now. The Cardinals get their first runs since the first inning here in the sixth. That one misses upstairs, and the count is 1-1, or 2-1, sorry. On Zach Marriott. Tanner Rimple waiting in the wings. That one misses low, and the count runs to 3-1 on Marriott. Marriott, the Oakville, Ontario native, attending Hendricks College, as we mentioned. Man, they got a good one coming up through that system. That one's fouled away, and I run the count to full at 3-2. Still nobody away here in the Cardinals' sixth inning. Marriott swings and misses at that one. It's down in the dirt. Veilleux will throw it to first to complete the out. K23 goes the out for the first out of the inning. And DeBanning had to stay up at third.
Stepping up to the plate, the catcher, number 44, Tanner Rempel.
Tanner Rempel, who's 0 for 1 in the contest. He did walk. Got forced out 5-4 on the fielder's choice. And grounded out to the third baseman. Looking to get it done. Take strike one on the outer half here, says Trevor Stoico, the plate umpire. Rempel hits this one foul down the left field line. Not sure what that was down there. Because this one is driven pretty deep to left field. Left fielder still backpedaling, and he's going to watch this one leave the yard. Tanner Rempel with the 2-run blast, and making it a 6-1 ball game. Tanner Rempel joins the home run club here in Hamilton. Sure, his dad is watching at home somewhere.
Stepping up to the plate, the third baseman, number 30, Josh Niles.
Josh Niles will be the batter now. His manager, Ken Lumpton, is coming out to have a conversation with his starting pitcher. A valiant effort here by Jeremiah Sucre. Just unfortunately ran out of gas a little too long in here. And the Cardinals were able to solve him a little bit and rough him up a little bit to make it a 6-1 ball game. Sucre will exit. Somebody else will come in, and we'll have that new pitcher after you take a brief pause in the action. You're watching Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
Now on the mound for Brantford, number 35, John Felice.
John Felice will be the new pitcher here for the Brantford Red Sox. That closes the book on a great start by Jeremiah Sucre. The score might not show that, but hey, 5 2/3 against one of the hotter hitting teams against this league. It's not a bad night. A rough first inning and a rough end here, but in between there was a lot of good things going on for Jeremiah Sucre this evening. If I had a cap on, I would definitely tip it to him. Josh Niles will be the first batter to face John Felice.
I don't know what was going off the board out there. Oh, I know. Somebody messaged not to us. I don't know. Maybe we just need an announcement, like don't ignore the line score. Just look at the final. I only had one person message.
As he continues his warm-ups here.
Right, so then when you see the pitcher coming in, we're going to have to reintroduce Josh. Right, Josh, you're going to reintroduce Niles again? No, at some point. I'll just watch. He's going to step in. Cut it. Just cut it.
John Felice making his first appearance in the Red Sox uniform this season. Evens the count at 1-1. This one's popped in the air. Bayou over to make the catch, and there's one away as Niles is retired on the F2 in foul territory. Keeler Loveridge, the designated hitter, will be the batter. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts in this contest. And it's actually going to be Brandon Ladder, the pinch hitter, coming in here. Ladder came through with a hit last night in the Cardinals' 15-9 victory over the Maple Leafs. That one's in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. There is fireworks being lit off over the side of the hill. Wonder if that's at the PJ. What is that over there? I thought I was hearing things, and I looked over behind the track and field over there, and there was fireworks on the other side of the fence. A little too late if you're Tanner Rempel, as that one's fouled away for 1-2. This one's grounded to the second baseman. He'll field it cleanly. He bobbles it, actually recovers in time. They'll throw over to first, and Ladder is retired 4-3 to end the inning. Looks like Burdett might have rolled his ankle here. We're going to have a... Oh, it looks like he's getting up on his own power here. I think we're going to have a conversation. Ladder not trying to spike Burdett as he going past, but Ladder's got a little bit of a temper on him.
All right, are you guys ready for this tire race or what? Yeah. We have a brother face-off going.
Everybody's getting walked through here, and Ladder and Chris Piano trying to diffuse the situation with the umpires. Don't want anything to transpire here because both these teams play tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon in Brantford as well.
You have to come all the way down. Whoever gets past me first is going home the winner thanks to Midtown Auto Tire Race. Are we ready?
Bernardo having a look over there at first base from their side of home plate here before he makes his way down to first. Looks like we got a new pitcher coming in because Mitsuki is not coming back out here. Not sure who's coming out yet. The tire race is going on as well. Not sure where I should be following the action here.
No shortcuts, no surprise. Whether you love your car,
No worries.
they're here to help since 1993. Find them at
Tire race ran successfully. We had a victor there, and looks like cooler heads are prevailing here so far for the Red Sox and Redbirds. Not sure if they were just all over Ladder about that spike at first base or not. I don't think that was intentional. I think just got his feet crossed up with Burdett's, and unfortunately Burdett went down. And Stefan Strecker will come in here to pitch against his former team. Stefan Strecker with his third appearance of the year. Pitched last Friday and then pitched last Saturday night in Chatham-Kent. Because he had never pitched up there, obviously, because it's the first year for Chatham-Kent in the league. So Strecker just, I guess, wanted to take the trip up with the boys and got a chance to pitch there. Saw him Sunday in London. I'm just nodding at him going, you're not pitching today, right? Because you're not pitching 3 days in a row. I know how old you are, so you're not doing it 3 days in a row, because if you are, you're making me feel real bad because I'm only 3 years older than you. But Strecker to be able to do that, anything with as much authority as he still does it at his age is amazing. You saw Brett Lawson on the hill last night, and Lawson had to do like a Matrix Neo bullet time move to get out of the way of a rocket hit up the middle by Jonathan Salazzo. As Strecker will come into action. Top of the 7th inning we go. 6-1 is your score. Cardinals in front of the Red Sox now.
Red Sox, number 28, Graham Tibbett.
Graham Tebbett will come up to bat now. Pinch hitter for center fielder Ethan Paulos. Ball one is the first pitch from Strecker. Strecker 2 innings pitched, just allowed the 1 hit so far. Does have a strikeout. Working on a 2-0 offering. It's a big swing and miss from Graham Tebbett. I'm sure they're pretty familiar with each other. Pretty sure they were teammates at one point when Strecker was still with Brantford. That one misses inside for a ball, and that runs the count to 3-1. Cardinals keeping that trend of the weekend so far, scoring in bunches of 3. And that one misses outside or inside for a ball. And Tebbett draws the leadoff walk here to start the 7th inning.
Stepping up to the plate, the shortstop, number 27, Gus Wilson.
Gus Wilson, the leadoff batter, will be up now. Wilson's walked twice and singled so far in this contest. Swings and misses for the first offering from Strecker. Fall behind the counter, 0-1. Nobody away, runner at first. As Strecker gets the sign from Rempel. This one is popped foul. And the count is 0-2 on the leadoff batter, Wilson. 0-2 offering just misses low. And the count goes to 1-2. Runner goes on the pitch. This one is hit by Wilson into the gap. Berg will cut it off in front of him to hold Tebbett at second base. Wilson's aboard with his second single of the night. Red Sox threatening to get back on the scoreboard here in the 7th. Going to bring up Desai now. Desai 0 for 3. Hit a long rocket shot to center field in the 3rd inning that Nicholson had to backpedal almost to the fence to get. Pair of strikeouts. Trevor Steichel trying to restore peace and order here on both sides. That one misses outside for a ball. Count 1-0 on Desai. As the Cardinals faithful now giving it to the plate umpire, Trevor Steichel. Throw down to third, and they're going to get the runner. No, he's not. He's going to be underneath the tag. A double steal. As Wilson and Tebbett steal bases, respectively. Thought he might have got the tag down on him. As Niles went up and over to retrieve the baseball. That one's called a strike, and the count is 2-1. Tebbett at third, Wilson at second. And a 2-0 count on Desai. One, 2 is the count. That one misses low. That'll even the count at 2-2. Desai looking back at somebody on the bench there. Not sure if it's the bench or somebody in the stands they're looking at. This one misses outside, and it runs the count to full on Desai at 3-2. That one misses outside. That'll load the bases here with nobody away for Matt Fabian.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, number 24, Matt Fabian.
Fabian not known as a power hitter. Wilson at second. Desai at first. And Graham Tebbett at third. Fabian takes a check swing at that one for strike one. Nick Burdett on the wings here. As the Red Sox are threatening. Fabian hits the chopper down the third base line. They're going to go home, but they're not going to get any. And Fabian thought that was foul. Didn't even run all the way down the line. But there was nobody down the line to make that call as Trevor Stoico was more concerned with the runner coming home. And now we got time called as we're getting some clarification on some pitches here. Looks like we'll have a discussion, or maybe not. Our run comes home. It's now 6-2. If Fabian, I guess he's going to reach on a fielder's choice and an error going home. Tebbett scores from third. It's 6-2. Base is still loaded. Nobody away here. That one's called a strike on Burdett. Fabian reaches on the fielder's choice. That one's in there for Burdett, but misses for a ball. And the count is 1-1. This one's fouled away by Burdett as he stays alive at 1-2. Jordan Lewis on deck, 0 for 3 in the contest. This one's lined up the middle. Off the glove of Duncan. He's not going to make the play. They'll flip the second to get the force out. Another run comes home. It's now a 6-3 ball game. Burdett reaches on the fielder's choice. Fabian is retired 6-4 on the putout. Gus Wilson comes home to score. Desai goes to third. Burdett to first. Fabian erased off the base path. For the first out of the inning. Jordan Lewis now the batter. 0 for 3 in the contest. That one's in there for a strike. As Strecker gets ahead of Lewis at 0-1. That one is fouled away. And the count is 0-2. Strecker, 0-2 a pitch. His strike three called. Lewis goes down looking for the second out of the inning.
That is another Little Caesar strikeout for.
That'll bring up Jared Lumpton now with 2 away. And the tying run comes to the plate here for Jared Lupton.
Number 23, Jared Lupton.
That one misses outside for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1, I believe, on Lupton. One is chopped in front of the mound. Stricker up with it. He'll throw to first in time. And the Cardinals escape the image hitter. Red Sox do storm back with 2 runs to make this one a 6-3 ball game. Your Cardinals lead on Cable 14 here at the 7th inning stretch.
2 runs on 1 hit with 2 runners left on base. The score is 6-3 for your Redbirds, heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. Now let's check back in with our good friend Emily.
You heard Josh. It's the 7th inning. Do you guys know what that means? 7th inning. Do we have somebody over there? On your feet. Let's go. Oh, thank you, everybody. Beautiful. Here we go. Be up to the ball game. Be up with the crowd. I used to be the cracker jack. I don't care if we never go back to the root. Rooters for the Cardinals and the Redbirds. With the shades. 1, 2, 3, stretch her out at the old ball game. Let's go. Stay on your feet. We got a surprise. Oh, here we go. We gotta do it hammer style. All right, bring the party. Arms up.
7th inning stretch here, and they're
I see you. Get your
chanting out, and everybody else has got the hands going here for Sweet Caroline.
hands over there. Keep it up.
As we welcome you back to Cardinals baseball on Cable 14, I'm Neil Sriwaspa. Thank you so much for joining us. 6-3 is your score. The Cardinals, or Redbirds, are leading the Red Sox here.
Here we go.
A wild last, I'm going to say last inning and a half here. Tempers got a little heated here.
Here we go.
Cardinals extended the lead to 6-1 before the Red Sox stormed back with 2 runs to cut the lead in half to 6-3. As we head to the home half of the 7th inning,
Stepping up to the plate, center fielder number 4, Brendan Nicholson.
and Brendan Nicholson will lead this thing off here in the 7th inning. Nicholson's reached base twice on singles and struck out in the 5th inning, as John Felice goes back out to work for his 2nd inning. That one's in there for a strike. And the count is 0-1. That one misses low, evens the count at 1-1 on Nicholson. Nicholson be followed by Berg and Tyler Duncan here in this inning. As the Cardinals trying to get the bats going again. This one's chopped foul, and the count runs to 1-2. That one gets away from Bayou behind the plate. That'll make the count 2-2. That one misses low, and that runs the count to full at 3-2. Scoreboard's giving Nate all kinds of trouble tonight. I think he's going to have words with it on the way out. That one misses for a ball, and the leadoff man's aboard here. Nicholson will draw the leadoff walk. Danny Berg will be the batter now. Nobody away here in the Cardinals' 7th inning. Looks like Felice is getting a mound visit here. Not sure if it's to go over strategy here or just to remind him to keep Nicholson close here. But it's an official visit, not a conference about signs, that's for sure. Berg steps back in here. Felice toes the rubber. Looks in for the sign for Veilleux. Nicholson goes on first pitch, and Veilleux couldn't hold on to the baseball. A stolen base for Nicholson, and a ball one count on Berg. And now the fans are getting into it with each other. They'll step off. Nicholson will watch the ball sail into the outfield. The throw going to the third base side, and Nicholson will advance on the error by the pitcher. And E1 puts him at third base now on the failed pickup off attempt. And Berg still only got a 1-0 count on him. Berg hits this one foul. That'll even the count at 1-1. Hopefully cooler heads will prevail tomorrow. That one misses outside, and that runs the count to 2-1 on Berg. Grounded to the face base side, but that's going to go foul. That'll run the count to 2-2 as Burdett wisely waited until that one went into foul territory before he touched it, or Nicholson would have scored easily. Cardinals got 3 in the first inning, 3 in the 6th. Red Sox answered back with 1 in the 4th and 2 in the top of the 7th inning here. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning now as this one is hit by Danny Berg off the glove of Nick Burdett. A tough play. Likely to be scored a single, as Burdett had to go diving for that one. Give Berg the RBI on that one if that is the case. Nicholson comes home to score, and it's now a 7-3 ball game. And that is going to be it for John Felice here in this ball game. Call to the bullpen happening once again here. Felice days is done here. Tyler Duncan will face the new pitcher in a few seconds. Trying to find out who the pitcher is.
Brantford, number 32, Damian Clark.
Damian Clark now the new pitcher, number 32. Gonna be tasked with facing the reigning MVP and Tyler Duncan here to start this at bat. 7-3 is your score here at Burning Arbor Stadium. Jeremiah Sucre pitched rather well for the Red Sox. Just unfortunately ran out of gas in the 6th inning. Got a little rattled in the first inning, but settled right back down and threw 4 scoreless in a row. The 6th inning, they got up to him a little bit roughed up and everything else, but by that time he was at 85 pitches plus. Clark looks done his warm-ups, and Duncan will step into the box here. Jeff Rose having conversations with both Nick Burdett and the second baseman as well. As Danny Berg will go back to first base on the single. He singled home the 7th run for the Cardinals. This one's chopped foul. Clark gets ahead of Duncan on that foul ball, 0-1. Berg goes on the pitch. Vayu's throw down to second. It's going to bounce, but it's cut off by the second baseman to prevent Berg from going to third. Give him the stolen base. And the count is 1-1 on Tyler Duncan now. Duncan 2 for 3 with another 2 RBIs. I believe that's 9 on the weekend, or 9 on the week. As Tyler Duncan is officially heating up. We're back to being Tyler Duncan. Take your pick. So he swings through that offering. Finds himself the count at 1-2. When he broke in here with the Cardinals a couple years back, he would show spurts of it, but last year he put the whole package together and absolutely took this league by storm. One-two offering is swung on and missed by Duncan. They're going to throw down to first to get Duncan on the play. Berg has to hold at third. And there's one away now. Okay, 2-3 goes to put out for Duncan. Berg goes to third on the strikeout wild pitch. Luis Bernardo will be the batter now. Bernardo with a double in his last time up. And a run scored. 1 for 3 in the contest. Bernardo hits this one to center field. He'll be caught by the center fielder. Berg will tag and race home. It's now an 8-3 ball game. Give Luis Bernardo the sac fly RBI. 2 away now. Eight 3 is your score. As Dennis DeBanning will come to bat now against Damian Clark. Ground ball hit to the second baseman. On the first pitch, DeBanning is retired 4-3 to end the inning. Cardinals do get 2 runs back here in the inning. Extend the lead to 8-3. As we'll be back with the 8th inning here on Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
On one hit with 1 error committed by the Red Sox. The score is 8-3 for your Redbirds heading into the top of the 8th inning. Now let's check back in with our good friend Emily.
You are not ready for this game. We got an egg race going on. We got another brother duo, Aiden, Noah. You guys are going to face off, but you have a little shout out to give before we start, right? Okay, here we go. Let's go, Poppy! Woo! We found that one. Are you ready, Noah? You got this? Yeah. All right. I'm going to be the finish line. You cannot drop, all right? If you don't, you got to start all over. On the mark. Get set. Swing. Yeah, concentrate. You guys are fit. Oh, we don't show off going backwards. Okay. Noah, thank you.
New pitcher for your Cardinals here to start the 8th inning is number 99, Alex Lanigan. Lights out Lanigan, hoping to live up to his name here. Preserves this lead for his Redbirds over the Red Sox. So welcome you back to Cable 14 Baseball. I am Neil Srivastawa. The Hamilton Cardinals honoring some of their history here as it's retro night. Wearing the throwback Hamilton Redbirds jerseys. Due up in the inning is Jeremy Veilleux, Kieran Bowles, and then Graham Tebbett. Lanigan has thrown 1 inning so far in this season, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, and has 1 strikeout. Took the loss in that contest. If this score holds up, the Cardinals will run to 6-2 on the season. This one's fouled away by Veilleux for strike 1. That one misses outside, evens the count at 1-1. He gets a hold of this one deep in the air. The Banning and Nicholson racing each other out for it. Nicholson will make the catch on the run in front of the life lap sign. 1 away. The human highlight reel continues out in center field.
Coming up to bat, number 10, Kieran Bowles.
Kieran Bowles now the batter. Does have a double in the contest. A ground out and a walk. Bowles swings through that first offering from Lanigan for strike 1. Lanigan from the stretch. The 1 offering. Misses outside for a ball, even the count at 1-1. That one misses just outside. It's 2-1. Lanigan gets the sign from Rempel. His 2-1 offering on the way. That one misses inside. It runs the count to 3-1. Lanigan trying to hit the corners here. Trying to prevent Kieran Bowles from getting something good to hit. 3-1 offering. It's popped in the air high up in the air on the infield. Rempel didn't even see it. And it's going to be the third baseman who makes the catch behind his back there. Josh Niles with a little bit of an interesting way to catch that baseball. He caught it, and then he wasn't sure he still had it, so he tried to put it behind his back there. 2 away now on that F5 that retires Kieran Bowles. That was hit a mile up in the sky here. Graham Tebbett now the batter with 2 away. That one misses outside for a ball. Lanigan falls behind the count at 1-0. This one's hit foul. That one's in there for a strike. And the count is 1-2. Getting rolled over here by Joey behind me. Didn't know it was on a roller coaster today. That's what happens when you put a lot of big guys in a sardine can. That one's fouled away. This counts 1-2. But we're all laughing about it. Everybody's okay, so we're okay. I was just wondering why my chair was spinning the one way and I was going the other direction. Stop the world. I want to get off. This one's fouled away for strike. And it will stay. The count will stay 1-2. Never a dull moment here at Bernie Arbor Stadium, I must say that. We're flying solo tonight, so thanks for tolerating us. One-two pitch is swung on and missed. Lanigan gets the punch out. Red Sox go 3 up, 3 down here in the 8th inning. Last chance for the Cardinals in regulation, perhaps. They lead this one by 5 at 8-3. You're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
Your last call to grab any late night snacks and or drinks. Again, the concessions will be closing at the conclusion of this inning.
Welcome back to Hamilton Redbird baseball on Cable 14. I'm Neil Sherwaspo. Bottom of the 8th inning we go here. As you see the dugout shot of the Brantford Red Sox. Looking to get something done here. Not willing to bend over and take this one just yet. Landon Zaire now the new pitcher for the Red Sox. Looks like Zaire's first appearance as well for the Red Sox. Excuse me.
Now on the mound for Brantford, number 26, Landon Zaire.
8-3 is the score here in the home half of the 8th inning. Cardinals finally bucked the trend after they've been doing through the last 2 games, scoring in threes, but only scoring 2 last inning. But did score 3 in the first inning, 3 in the 6th, and 2 in the 7th now. To lead that one 8-0, 8-3 here. Red Sox with their runs in the 4th and in the 7th inning for the 8-3 score. Red Sox just not able to get any timely hitting they needed to get done. Had their opportunities early, but just couldn't get themselves out of it. Had runners at second and third a couple of times, but failed to score. Zach Marriott will lead things off. Marriott 0 for 3 in the contest after lighting up the sky yesterday. Taking home the player of the game honors. Maybe it's the curse of the player of the game. Don't want to say that too loud around everybody around me here, though. As Marriott comes through on here on the clutch here, and then puts that one into the gap. Looks like it's going to be cut off by the center fielder, but Marriott's chugging hard for second. The head first slide, he's in there safely with the leadoff double here to start the 8th inning. That'll bring up Tanner Rempel, who's already homered in this contest.
Number 44, Tanner Rempel.
Rempel with a 2-run blast in the 6th inning. He also walked in the 4th and grounded out 5-3 in the 2nd inning. Rempel takes strike 1 from Zaire. That one's in the dirt for ball 1. 1-1 is the count here. Nobody away. Marriott leads off at second base, representing the 9th run for the Cardinals. That one gets away from Veilleux, and Marriott will be on his way to third, and the count will run to 2-1. Scooted off the glove and went to the backstop. Marriott had ambitions of making that big turn at third base. That'll be a wild pitch charged to Landon Zare. Oh, misses in there, and the count is 3-1. That one misses low, and Rempel draws the walk. Runners on the corners for the Cardinals here in the 8th inning, and Josh Niles coming up to bat. Rempel walks for the second time tonight to go with the home run and 2 RBIs. Josh Niles, the St. Thomas native and the recent graduate of Canisius College. Takes strike one on the other half. A lot of Canadians definitely go to Canisius College over the years. Especially from this area. That one's in there for a strike as well. And the count is 0-2. There gets the sign. This one's popped, but it's going to go foul out of play. And the count will remain 0-2. Goes into the bullpen. Almost hit the catcher in the backside. There is somebody throwing actively down in the Red Sox bullpen. They got a sweatshirt on, so it's kind of hard to see who it is. That one swung on and missed by now. So he'll go down on the strikeout. First base is occupied, so he can't go anywhere for the first out of the inning.
Stepping up to the plate, the designated hitter, number 25, Brandon Ladder.
That'll bring up Brandon Ladder, who grounded out his first time up. So he's taking over for Keeler Loveridge. Drew some ire from the Red Sox the last time up when he was running down the line as well. It's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out here. That one comes inside on Ladder. That one misses outside. And I believe it evens the count at 1-1. Guess the first one was inside but called it strike. Throw over. Runner back safely at first. Zare has to be careful he doesn't throw the ball away here with a runner at third. That one misses high. The count runs to 2-1. Two an offering. Misses outside. It's 3-1. Swung on and missed. That'll run the count to full here with one away. On ladder now. Three-two offering is popped foul. That's going to go out of play on the left side here. Into the stands it goes on the big thump. And we'll do it again at 3-2. That one misses low, and he draws the bases loaded walk here. Or loads the bases with the walk, sorry. And Ladder and Burdett will have some more words down the line here. And Brandon Nicholson will come to the bat. Excuse me. For the fifth time tonight. Pair of singles, a walk for Nicholson. 2 runs scored. And that is going to be it for Landon Zare. The young man making his debut. Don't want to get him into too much trouble here. Looks like Aiden Armitage coming in to pitch, judging by the hair anyways. I could be wrong. Aiden Armitage looks like the likely suspect here.
Now on the mound for Brantford, number 6, Aiden Armitage.
Armitage did pitch against the Jackfish in the loss by the Red Sox to the Jackfish. On Thursday night, pitched an inning. Surrendered 5 runs on 3 hits, 2 walks, and did have a strikeout. Jackfish were trailing 3-1 heading into the 7th inning in that contest before the Red Sox had a collapse in that inning. We have an Emily sighting right in front of us here. She's dancing along. I'd offer her a chair, but I don't think she can stand still that long.
Stepping up to the plate, the center fielder, number 4, Brandon Nicholson.
Brandon Nicholson will come to bat with the bases loaded. And Aiden Armitage tasked with the task of trying to get out of this inning and minimize the damage here. Now misses high for a ball from Armitage. And the count is 1-0 on Nicholson. Nicholson's got a pair of singles and a walk, 2 runs scored. He swings and misses on that offering to even the count at 1-1. Nicholson fouls this one off to our right here. He's going to take a bounce in the concourse, and somebody's going to get a souvenir in their soda pop they weren't expecting. Near their fries, I don't know. Armitage gets the sign from Villa. 1-2 offering. This is high for a ball. Runs the count to 2-2. Two pitch. It's driven to center field by Nicholson. It's going to get past the center fielder and go all the way to the fence. Nicholson's on his horse. He's going hard for 3. 3 runs will come across here. And Nicholson clears the bases with a triple. It's an 11-3 ball game. And Brandon Nicholson pleading his case desperately for the player of the game nod. Thought for sure it might have been Tanny Rimple with the home run and a pair of walks, but now Brandon Nicholson 3 for 3. And some more RBIs across. 3 RBIs on the contest, 2 runs scored. And Danny Berg now the batter. 11-3 is your score. Berg hits the first pitch he sees to left field, but it's going to be right at the left fielder. Nicholson will tag and come home with the 12th run for the Cardinals. Cardinals putting up big runs all weekend long. $15 last night, 12 tonight. And a lot in Barrie as well Thursday night. My brain's not working to do the math right now. Drawing a blank on the score Thursday night, even though I think I watched every highlight 3 or 4 times. Tyler Duncan will step up to the plate now. Berg with the sacrifice fly and the RBI. I believe that was a ball on him for the first pitch. Duncan swings through that offering on Armitage, even the count at 1-1. Trevor Stoico hasn't corrected us yet down behind the plate, so I'm assuming I was correct. One offering is driven by Duncan to center field. That's over the head of the center fielder, who's going to try to go flat out and makes the catch in center field. Cardinals will head to the 9th inning with a sizable cushion on the Red Sox, leading this one 12-3. You're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
Number C-3411, and your name is Aaron. Congratulations. Please visit the Cancer Assist booth on the concourse to claim your prize. Again, that's ticket number C-3411, and your name is Aaron H. Please head to the Cancer Assist booth to claim your prize, and thank you all for supporting the Cancer Assist program.
Cardinal fans, we hope to see you next Friday night, June 7th, for our first Bark in the Park of the summer. Bring your furry family to join in on a great night of baseball. First 100 furry friends will get
Top of the 9th inning here at Bernie Arbor Stadium. New pitcher on the hill once again for the Cardinals as they lead the Brantford Red Sox 12-3. So Cade Kozak is back on the hill. Pitched an inning last night. Sorry, it's Jacob Gadget now. Sorry. My mistake. Got the numbers crossed up. Only saw the one number. Well, Gadget turned around here.
For your Redbirds, number 23, Jacob Gadget.
Gadget got tasked with the 9th inning last night and was stellar. Redbirds hoping for more of the same. We're just approaching the 3-hour mark now here on this contest. Officially 10:31. I think the first pitch was thrown at 7:39. I did write it down. We did have a little bit of a delay due to the mound issues that Colby Ring was experiencing.
Step up to the plate, the shortstop, number 27, Gus Wilson.
Gus Wilson will lead things off here in the Brantford Red Sox ninth inning. Wilson's got a pair of walks, a pair of singles, and a run scored. Last week's Player of the Week, Indiana County. This one swung on and missed down the line, actually. The batting is there. He'll make the grab. And Wilson's retired. One pitch, one out for Gajic. Pinch hitting is number 19 for the Red Sox.
Brantford, number 19, Evan Ryan.
Evan Ryan will be the batter now. Actually, I guess he was aboard there. DeBanny did not make that catch. There's nobody out. That one's called a strike on Evan Ryan. Apparently, the batter didn't catch that baseball, apparently. It dropped in front of him. As he swings and misses at that one, and Evan Ryan's done on 3 pitches.
That is another Little Caesar strikeout for Hunger. Step up to the plate.
Very tough sky here tonight to figure out from this distance if that ball was in front of the Banning or not. At least from this vantage point, it was very difficult to see. As Matt Fabian will come to bat here. Reached on his fielder's choices last time, struck out in the 5th, grounded a double play in the 3rd, and walked in the 1st. Fabian swings through that offering from Gajic, and the count is quickly 0-2. Cardinals and Red Sox will be back at it tomorrow afternoon in Brantford. JP Susie will have the call for you on the Red Sox YouTube channel. That one is swung on and missed by Fabian, and Gajic gets another strikeout and another $3 donated by Little Caesars to Mission Services here in the Hamilton region to help strike out hunger. Nick Burdett will be the batter at the plate now, with 2 away in the last chance for the Red Sox.
Played the first baseman, number 25, Nick Burdett.
That one misses for a ball. This one is popped foul by Burdett. Evens the count at 1-1. Not sure if that's a skunk we're smelling or something else. I'm going with skunk. But it's definitely hard on the eyes. Gage gets the sign from Rempel. 1-1 offering. Is lined up the middle. And Tyler Duncan comes down with it. He'll throw it up first. And he's out at first. Wow. What a play. Gajic had to get out of the way with it, and Tyler Duncan climbed the ladder to get that one back. Wow, what a play to end the ball game. Your Redbirds, a.k.a. your Cardinals, victorious. They win their third in a row and third of the weekend to improve to 6-2 on the year. Final score is 12-3 here, as these teams will do battle again tomorrow afternoon in Brantford. Game time is 2 p.m. You can watch that one on Brantford Red Sox YouTube channel. I guess that JP Susi will have the call for you. And we thank you so much for hanging out this evening. My name is Neil Sherwaspa. For everybody else on the crew, have yourself a great night. We'll catch you Friday night here for Friday Night Baseball, as the Cardinals will take on the Maple Leafs. Game time, of course, is 7:30 p.m. here on Cable 14.